Greetings everyone, this is Alt Lexington continuing with part 25 of my Agent of Yesterday character leveling. It's been about a week since I played this character, so I've got to re-familiarise myself with where he's at. He's at level 50 right now, and we've got some R&D assignments completed. 3 of them at level 5 and another one at level 3 and another one at level 10. This character leveling is showing everything, every moment of this character's life, including all the assignments and everything that needs to be done to get to level 50. Mostly it's episode play. Let's close that for now and go to the duty officer assignments. Filter for ones that meet requirements and science commendation rank. Rank 1. Takes forever to get these commendation assignments done, but I must have a lot of duty officers by now waiting for me in the store. Well, not so many, but we're not going to requisition any just yet. A lot of these assignments fail because I haven't got very good duty officers, but I don't really care. It's not about succeeding or failing, it's just about getting as many done as possible and to level up the commendation skills. Now this one is one that I can't complete because it rewards colonists and I don't have any space in my roster for colonists. So for now we'll just start some more assignments just to keep things going, ones that don't cost EC or too much EC. There's one that's part of a chain. I don't really look too closely at what they are. It's just a matter of getting as many done as possible, really. Always go for the tactical ones first, since this is a tactical tool. I don't know why, I just feel the urge to get tactical and security done. All the red shirt stuff, because he's a red shirt. No more security. All those colonial ones, I'm going to avoid them for now, because I can do them at any time. Get the other commendation scores up quicker. Well, only left to do is a colonial one, so what the hell. That's it, no more open slots. Now, where are we at level 50? Permission to buy next rank of ships. Did I already get that ship or not? I can't remember. Oh yes, we've got to do some of these as well. Let's get some ground weapons up. If we've got a ground officer, which we don't. But we can't do any of these because we haven't got the appropriate officer. Probably put him on assignment just now. So they can stay as they are for now. Ah yes, we're still on the Sovereign ship. We're allowed to buy Vice Admiral ship now. I wonder if this is a Vice Admiral. Did I already claim it? I don't think so. I think I've got a new ship to claim. Oh, refined dilithium. Let's have a look at the temporal agent device. Claimed. 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 Everything's claimed. So let's have a look at ships to see if we actually do get one or not. Vice Admiral rank. Compared to the one we've already got. Actually, one moment, let's just select ship type to see if I've already got one. No, these are all older ones. So the assault cruiser was the last ship we got. Which I suspect was a Rear Admiral lower half ship. Yes, there it is. Assault cruiser. So we can buy the Vice Admiral ship now. And a lot of these ships are unlocked because I bought them on other characters, but since this character is a completely free-to-play character, leveling up under only what he can earn himself, I'm going to have to find a ship that is appropriate. He can't cheat and get a ship that I've unlocked on another character. So I've got to find one that I haven't already unlocked on another character, but is part of the leveling process. And there it is. Tactical Escort Retrofit. I believe that's the one. Let me just go through the others just to see. Yep. The voucher for the ship that comes with leveling up is for a Tactical Escort Retrofit. Just going through just to have a look. So that's the ship we're going to get. It's the free voucher that comes with leveling up to level 15. And since it's a tactical character, it's a tactical ship, and it's a Defiant, so that's pretty good. The Defiant was originally designed to be the first of a battle fleet that would defend the Federation from the Borg. Now upgraded to lead the war against the Dominion and any other threats to the Federation, the Tactical Escort Retrofit features a cloaking device console mod. The Tactical Escort Retrofit includes retro versions of the Defiant, Vigilant and Gallant starship classes. Oh, I should say, if my voice sounds a bit weird on this, or the volume sounds a bit different, it's because I'm trying out some different audio settings on my recording software. So bear with me if it sounds a bit off today in this video. But let's buy this ship. And there it is. Now, since we called the last one the stitching time G, we've got to call this one A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Stitching time H. That makes it simple. Just go through the alphabet. Stitching time seems appropriate for an agent of yesterday. Done. And now we ready the starship. Ready starship. So there it is, and it's a free upgrade. To make it, I suppose that means it's a T5, and the free upgrade will make it a T5U, but I can't do it on my character window, so I have to do it on the ship selections window. Okay, so we've unlocked the path to T5, from T5 to T5U, T5 upgrade. So now it's time to build the ship, where we'll take off the default stuff because we might not be using it. Probably end up getting rid of this default stuff. Yep, the first heavy weapon we've got is the free one that comes from the dilithium store, but it also comes free with ships that have a heavy weapon slot. For those that don't know, if you've got an empty heavy weapon slot and you've got nothing to put in it, you can go to the dilithium store. The special items tab, is it? Let's have a look. No, it must be the reclaim tab. Yep, there it is. You can get it for free from there. But I don't need to because it came free on the ship. Excuse me. Okay, so this is a tactical escort retrofit. I'm hoping we've got cannons to go on it, but I can't be too sure. I did a cannon build earlier on with lower rank stuff, gear, but I don't think I've got enough cannons to make a proper cannon turret build, which I'd like to do. Plasma, disruptor, Tetrion. Yes, we haven't got any good cannons, so we're going to have to go with rubbishy ones. And we're going to have to do a rainbow cannon build by the looks of things, because we haven't got all the same energy type at decent mark level. Sometimes it's better to go for a higher mark than it is for higher rarity, but sometimes it's not. Piercing Tetrion and well, that's a good phaser. Let's see if we've got enough phasers to make a phaser quad cannon. Yes, I think the trouble is with going for rainbow weapons instead of going for just all phasers or all disruptors. If going for a mixture of energy types, that limits the tactical consoles that can be used. And I've got phaser tactical consoles mostly. So it would be wise to put on a phaser cannon build to this ship. And I'm just looking to see which is best. That one, I might have a better one for that. Yep. So we should be limited to using phasers if we want to get any firepower out of this thing. Now there's something a dual heavy. There's no other good phasers. So we'll put that on. I wonder, can a quad cannon go on the back? No, but it's got to be turrets on the back. And all we've got left is plasma and disruptor turrets. And that's pretty annoying that we haven't got another turret, because I could always put a torpedo on the back. I think I'll put two torpedoes on the back, or a torpedo and a mine. Got some okay photon torpedoes and mines. It's hard to decide, but we'll put that torpedo on. And I suppose we can put the mine on. Or quantum. I'm picking the mine, just for the fun of it, not because it's a wise decision, but just because it's fun. And this turret is pretty useless, but it's better than nothing. I'm not a fan of heavy weapons on ships because, for example, if you're building a cannon turret build, this weapon just doesn't fit the look of a cannon turret build because it's like a lightning strike that does electrical damage. It doesn't do phaser damage or disruptor damage. It's not like a cannon or a turret, and it just doesn't fit the look of a cannon turret build. If you want one that fits the look, if you want a heavy weapon that fits the look of a cannon turret build, you have to buy a ship in order to get the weapon that comes with a ship, like the railgun or something. Or if you're doing a torpedo build, you need the Miradon Raider to get a torpedo heavy weapon. Heavy weapons don't fit the build type that you're trying to achieve without buying a ship for a specific heavy weapon that you're not going to use. So you're not going to use the ship, you're just buying it for the weapon to use on another ship, which is a bit of a rip-off, quite frankly. They should bring out a lot more different types of heavy weapons that people can buy without having to buy a ship to get them. Ones that would match various different kinds of builds. I'm not a fan of heavy weapons. In fact, on my Klingon Bird of Prey, I've often put, on another character, on my Klingon Bird of Prey, I've often put disruptor cannons on the front, disruptor turrets on the back, and left the heavy weapon slot empty because I don't want to buy a ship just to get a heavy weapon that matches a cannon turret build. So no, I'm not a fan of heavy weapons. I think they're a stupid idea to bring them into the game. Okay, let's see what kind of deflector will be best. Oh, we've got a blue one there. And a purple one there. The purple one, well, might as well go with that. We're very limited on what gear you have when you're a free-to-play player. And even if you're a pay-to-play player, you still don't want to have to pay for a ship just to get a weapon to use on another ship. Now what shield shall we put on? That's a good regeneration rate, but it's not a very good shield. Yeah, purple again. Most of these purples came from this device, the Temporal Agent Rewards. For devices, what have we got for devices? Well, I might as well use up my Scorpion fighters, since I've got them. And an extra cloak is always useful. Instead of a shield battery or weapons battery. We've already got a cloak, but an extra one can't hurt, and you can still fire while this cloak is active, whereas you can't with this one. Now, as for these consoles, I'll leave them empty until I get into space and have a look at what I've got and what statistical numbers I can come up with. Our stations. Well, we're very limited as usual. So we've got 2 more officer slots, so that means we should be able to put in 2 more officers. So let's commission them. A purple and another purple. Ugly. That should give us some extra options. Take them off for now. Oh, I should have thought a bit more closely about what extra officers I want, because now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 tacticals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 science, and 1, 2, 3 engineers. Well, I should have gone for an engineer instead of a science. I can always dismiss one, but I don't want to do that. I should have activated this one instead of one of those sciences. But it's too late now, and I don't want to dismiss anyone to get that. So we've got 3 tactical stations, and we're doing cannons and turrets. Well, let's have a look at these tactical officers to see what level are that. That's white, a purple, a white, a purple. So it would either be this one or this one. Might as well promote them up. These new officers. Let's make sure everyone's promoted properly. Just check again, make sure I'm not missing any. Yeah, everyone's promoted properly. So, of course, now we need cannon rapid fire on one of these. And the new officer can go on there because he's a purple. So what else have we got? We could use him, but he's a white. We've got him already on there. She's already on. She's a common white. So it's one of these common whites that will have to go on. And since I'm an agent of yesterday, I might as well use him because he's also one of my original crew from Agents of Yesterday, I believe. It doesn't really matter, it's only a one slot anyway. For engineer, let's have a look. That's a blue. That's a blue. And that's a green, so it's either this person or Stabling Block, and I've been going with Stabling Block all along, so I'll put him on. And for science, Tamet, she's usually a good ground officer. White, blue. So we've got one that's better now, a blue officer. Oh, we got a purple. So we'll put a new officer on there as well. So the two officers I just commissioned are both on the ship now. Now we've got to think about a cannon, torpedo, and mine. Well, I'm not buying training manuals at this early stage in the game to train them up, so I'm going to have to make do with whatever it is they happen to have. Actually, it might be wise to buy some training manuals now that I think about it. This is how much he's earned so far. I'm not going to get a training manual from these guys. There's nothing good there anyway. So I'll save him unless I want to commission him at some point, which I probably will when I get more bridge officer slots. Now Stabling Blocks, alright. He's got emergency power and shields. Reverse ship loader, that's good. Berta should have Science Team 1 there and hazard emitters there, which I'll probably buy manuals for. We haven't got a decent cannon attack. Cannon rapid fire 1. Let's look at, I like the torpedo and more torpedo. I've got a good attack pattern. That one I don't need because there's no beams on this ship. And target engine subsystems I don't need. I'd like to go with an attack pattern beta, but I don't seem to have one, so I might change this for attack pattern beta and change this for cannon scatter volley, which means running to the training manual officer. Unless I've already got some in the bank, I'll have a look. I've got rapid fire in the bank. Another phaser cannons. How come that wasn't? Yeah, it might be wise to put these phaser cannons on. Which one will I take off to put them on? I think I'll take off the quad cannons and replace it with that. I think that's better. So the quad cannon in the bank says it's doing more damage than when it's on the ship. 208 phaser damage. .208 is not as good as... Oh yes, it's better. So the quad cannon's better than this dual cannon. It's only one better. The dual cannon was 207, this is 208. I think that's about the best we can manage right now. This cannon should fire blue energy, whereas the rest fire red. Because it's old style cannon. Original series cannon. So I don't have a suitable training manuals. In my bank, or here, nope. So yes, I'm going to have to go to the bridge officer training person. I don't really like spending the EC that I'm trying to save right now, because I want to keep all those energy credits for later on in the game, but I don't really have a choice at the moment if I want to make a cannon turret build that actually has some firepower to it. So I'm not paying for cannon scatter volley free because that's only available on the exchange. But scatter volley 2 might be a good one to give him. Scatter volley 2. I'm not paying for scatter volley free because that will be nearly 150,000 on the exchange. So it's better to go for scatter volley 2. So I'll buy that. Now that I've bought it, it's here in my inventory and I can use it to learn scatter volley 2. Then we can go here and change the appropriate skill. This one, scatter volley 2. Now we don't need scatter volley 1 with scatter volley 2. And we don't need beam overload. I think I'm going to change beam overload for attack pattern beta. So let's look at the appropriate officer, go into skills. She wants attack pattern beta 1, which is this one. Now that we've got it in the inventory, we can learn it, make it primary, and then switch out the appropriate skill. Torpedo, beta, torpedo 3. So we've got a high yield torpedo and torpedo spread plus attack pattern beta. And attack pattern omega, which is a good one. So we need to figure something to replace scatter volley 1. We're using mines, but I don't want to go for a mine skill so much. Focused assault might be good, but I don't know if that's available. So we're looking for a rank 2 ability. I think Delta is the only one we can go for, really. So that's what I'm going to do, attack pattern Delta. That's a good resist. Did I just buy the wrong one? Oh no, it took a while to load. So learn, make primary, go into here and change that for Delta. Now we've got 2 tactical teams and we don't need 2. So what could replace tactical team? I don't think there is anything that can replace it. No. So we're going to have to leave it with 2 tactical teams because there's nothing to replace them with. So many builds you find this that you end up with 2 tactical teams when you don't need them. Because there's nothing else you can put on. You can put on distributed targeting, but it comes from a lockbox, and that costs money. So with free-to-play builds, you end up with 2 tactical teams when you don't need them. I could go for cannon rapid fire, but you can't get that as a level 1 ability, as a rank 1 ability. Now, since I am buying training manuals, I might as well train this in Science Team and Hazard Emitters. So, Science Team, where are we? Science Team 1 and Hazard Emitters 2. So that didn't cost too much, still got over 4 million. Now we've got to train this officer, Hazard Emitters. And this one, Science Team. There, we're looking okay now. since I've got so many torpedo skills, I might end up putting a torpedo on the front of the ship. It might be wise to do that. But then I've already got a torpedo on the back and a mine. Not a very good cannon, not a very good turret, sorry. But this is a cannon turret build with a couple of torpedoes through lack of anything else. Unless I buy some more cannon turrets from the weapons supplier, but they're not usually that good. They're no better than the ones that come on the ship when you first buy the ship. .288 phaser damage. Now those cannons won't be as good as the ones that are already on there. .288 is better than that, but no. I still want the quad cannon just for the fun of it. Let's have a look at how much they're charging for turrets. Starship weapons. Only beams, no turrets. No. Oh well. Can't requisition any weapons that are suitable, so we're just going to have to make do. That's often the case with free-to-play. Got to make do. Now I can get rid of these default gear because I don't think we're going to need it. Actually, let me check. You don't get no EC for it, but let me check my bank just to see if I'm accustomed to saving them or not. In case I might want them for a later build. It's unlikely, but always wise to check. Well, I have been saving some. $21.52, 27.04. Yeah, I've been saving some. So what the hell? Got the bank space, might as well keep them for a little bit. Even though if I sell them, I'll get nothing for them. I'll throw some of this in the bank, clear some space. Hang on a minute, while I've got my bank open, I might as well go through my other characters as well. My other bridge officers. So who are my ground officers? Tarsi, Stabber Blood, Tamir and Jarek. It might be worth replacing Jarek with him. So we've got two purples. That's a purple and that's a green. So it might be worth replacing her with him, but I'm not going to because I like her. She's vicious bitch. So since I've put him on active ground now, I can take Jarek's gear and give it to him. Get rid of his default gear. housekeeping tasks. It's just a matter of going through each one to see what they've got. Leave the triple there. I know, I'm just going to strip all my characters down and put them whatever stuff I think is good on them. Strip all my bridge officers down and start again. For the moment, I'm going to take the triples out that I've been saving, so I can determine where to put them back in a minute. No, you'd be good, cannibal. Don't want you eating the other triples right now. Okay, so now we look at the ground officers. Tarsi's the main tactical, so she gets the best stuff. Let me see what I've got first. Neutronium laced. Have I got better armor than that? I don't think so. Better shield. Doesn't look like it. Weapon. That weapon looks better. So I think I'll go with that one. And for melee weapon, because I like to have a melee sometimes, I think we'll go with the sword maybe. Because I like a sword better than a bat'leth sometimes, even though it doesn't do nowhere near as much damage. No, I'm going to go with a bat'leth this time. So Tarsi is my top tactical officer, so she's going to get the best armor we've got, which is probably this one. Yeah. And the best shields. looks okay. That looks good, but it's only a common. It's hard to know. Basically, it's just pot luck, really, I think. Yeah, we're just going to have to give her that common one and hope it's good enough. And weapon. Well, she can have the one I was using. Oh, that one looks better. I'd like a sniper rifle like this one. We'll go with that one. Might not be the best choice, but what the hell. My other tactical. I'm looking at the resists. Sometimes a common shield seems better than a rare or very rare. Don't think we've got any more sniper rifles. I don't like pulse wave. We'll give him split beam. And then more ground officers. Jarrett's still on there. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong one. It's Tarsi. Tamek can have the next best stuff. And she likes a minigun because she's vicious. Phaser assault minigun. Disruptor assault minigun, which looks better than that phaser one. Oh no, no it's not. Hang on, where was that phaser one gone? 36, 40, yeah, that looks better. I think I'll go for that one. The next ground officer would be stabbing block. This is a very rare, and this is rare, but it looks better. Giving them the common shields. Now what do I want to give him? What the hell, just any old weapon will do. And now for the rest of my officers, just to clear space in the inventory. That's what the rest of them are for. Just give them stuff that clears space. So I've got I don't plan to sell any of this on the exchange. So it doesn't matter if it becomes bound. Well, that's cleared some inventory space. Okay. So now for devices. Well, that's always useful. And he gets all the best stuff because he's me. And for my ground officers, for my other officers. Any shield batteries? Yes, we do. and something to create storage. That will create. We'll give them. We can always give them a triple, because triples do things for you. They'll give 50 hit points. So what the hell? I'm not going to give them the food. I'm just going to wait and build up stacks of food so I can sell it later. Any batteries for her? Nope. Don't see any. There we go. And a triple. Tamet. And a triple. And now just anyone else. Was he a ground officer? Yes, he is. So why am I putting? Oh yeah, he's the next one in line. So now it's just making space now. Do you want to put the cannibal triple in the same pocket as a normal triple? I'm not going to put any of these on. I'll just leave them there to build up stacks. I think that's about the best we can do. Okay, so now move some of this stuff into the inventory, into the bank. That can go. Not that we'll get anything for it, I don't think. No. So now let's see if we can make some more space by putting things on other ships. Ships that aren't active. Oh, got my disruptor on my side. Excuse me. Okay, we've made some more space in bank and inventory. Oh, they're already on there. Back to the bank. I'm not paying too much attention, I'm just trying to get through this as quick as I can. What's this? Holographic the old series crew. Oh, Admiralty ship. Well, we can't use them right now because we're a free-to-play player, and I think these came as account rewards. Might as well just get rid of these because they're not going to be worth anything, and we're not going to be using them on any officer. Just hide my weapon. Few assignments finished. Alright, now that we've done some housekeeping chores, order living from officer assignments, traits, well, we're doing cannons, so we get rid of beam training and put on cannon training, if we've got it, that is. There it is. Nothing else to do with cannons, no. But we've got torpedo on there. Rapid support, where did that come from? We've also unlocked starship traits, but we've got nothing to put in them. Reputation, reputation, reputation. Extra trait slot. I'm getting to level 50. What weapon am I using right now on my character? I'm using a pistol. So the trait should remain pistol. I wonder if I've got a melee. A melee one. Doesn't look like it, but we can put on either sure-footed or resist. Sure-footed would be the best one, I think. And space traits. I've got space for another space trait. Elusive increases defense. Elusive increases defense. That increases starship power levels. Who cares about accuracy? Fleet coordinator, that's for team matches. Speed and turn rate might be good on a cannon turret build. Plus kinetic physical resists. Yeah, I'm going to go with speed. And no more skill points for now. But we have unlocked the specializations and the reputations. I may make a start on the reputations now, since they're unlocked. We've got 925 Nukara, which is the one we really want to do, and the Terran one. But since I've got marks for each of them, I may as well just get them all going. Actually, I need to sponsor this officer before I start doing these, which is what I think I'm going to do. It's a little cheat. I know I say this is a free-to-play character, and for each of to level up your reputation, you've got to do these assignments, these dailies, and they only give half the amount of reputation points than they would if you sponsored your officer from another character, which is what I think I'm going to do. Because everybody does that. They get sponsorship from their other characters to help level up their new characters. And it will make my reputations go a lot quicker if I do that. And it makes sense to do it. It may be a little cheat for a totally free-to-play character, but then your other characters can get those sponsorship tokens for free. And I know I've got some in my account bank, I believe. Let's see. Do I have any? Yep, there they are. So I can use these. Haven't got them all. But because these can be earned on other characters for free by completing a reputation project, I might as well use them on this free-to-play character, because he's still free to play, even if he did get a little sponsorship from other characters. So it is a little cheat, I'll give you that much. Claim double sponsorship. Do I have a token for this? Nope. Claim double sponsorship. Do I have a token for this? Nope. What about Nukara? Claim double sponsorship. Do I have a token for this? Yes. And there we are. We've got the Nukara going at double speed now. Now when you look at these projects, they give 5,000 instead of 2,500. So it's worth doing that. And it's free to do that. You just need your other character to sponsor you. So I'm going to do it on all of these. Can't do that one. Can't do that one. Did that one. Did that one. Select. Done that one. Select. Done that one. This is vital for leveling up a new character, for leveling up reputation. Otherwise it takes forever. So when you create your very first character on Star Trek Online, you can't do this. But if it's your second, third or fourth character, you can. Because you can get your first character to level up and then sponsor. And I'm damned if I'm going through all the reputation systems again at slow pace, just because I want this character to be free to play. And technically he is still free to play because these sponsorship tokens are free to earn. So that leaves us with, I've got to make note of the ones we can't do. So I can have my other character earn the tokens. So Time for a pen and paper. I'm going to need a competitive token. I'm going to need a Omega token, Omega Task Force token. Already done Lucara, Romulus, Dyson, 8472, Delta, Iconian, Terran. Going to need a temporal token. And Lucari. So I'm going to need 4 more sponsorship tokens delivered from another character. So I'm not going to put any points into my reputation right now until I get those 4 tokens. So I'm just going to leave it empty for now until I have a chance to earn those tokens on my other characters and then transfer them over. I'll just have one quick look at the account bank again to make sure I've got all the tokens out that I had in there. I was planning to give them to a Klingon character, but this guy got them instead. Yeah, no more tokens, so I've got to earn them with one of my other characters. So now we can decorate the ship. Tactical Escort Retrofit. It's so dark. I mean, you need light on the hull to be able to see the colours properly. Anyway, I like the Defiant design because it's traditional. You don't get the bridge. You don't get the Defiant. Oh, yes, you do. So Vivid, Defiant, Victory, Strategic. So you've got a choice of 4 Defiant bridges. I'm going with this red one because it's very Star Trek to be bright and bubbly rather than dark and mysterious. And for the ship's layout, it's small, so I'm not running all over the interior all the time. And window type. I think number 2 is very Star Trek. I wonder what would happen if I changed these. Ooh, I like the Sao Paulo look. And the Valiant look is good as well, but I'm sticking with Defiant because it's traditional. Put some placeholder colours on. And then choose the material type. That looks good-ish. Actually, now that I think about it, the Valiant design does look good. I'm sticking with defined. Sometimes it's hard to twist the ship around. Trying to get it angled right so you can get the best view. Change the whole look. Well, the patterns aren't making much difference, so we'll go with Virgo. The boy racer look. The go faster stripes. Hang on a minute. Columbia looks better to me. Now, do we want to stick with the blue and the red? Or do we want to change it up for something? Interesting. How about a strongish green colour? I think that, maybe. That looks good to me. Save. Load. Oh, we already had a Sao Paulo, but it was a lower tier ship. Load it twice just to make sure it loads, and purchase. And now we're ready to beam to space. Duty officer assignments, no. Crack a bottle on the hull. It's time for the stitching time. H, is it? To leave space dock, and she's a beauty. I might go back and change the green and the purple over. Nah, that's just wasting time. I think it's good enough as it is. So now we fly to the edge of the solar system. Flying much faster than we would normally, because I haven't set power levels yet. I don't think I'm going to play any episodes in this video. I'm just going to keep it as housekeeping because it's gone on for over 90 minutes now, so I might just keep it as a housekeeping video for now. A character housekeeping video, rather than actually starting the next story arc, which will be the Cardassian one. I'll do that in the next video, I think. But for now, let's just complete this ship build. And when I come back with the next video, I'll probably have those sponsorship tokens that I need for the reputation system. But for now, let's just finish building the ship. So we get rid of everything that's already on the toolbar, so we can start fresh. So you won't get to see this ship in battle on this video, you'll just get to see it being built along with character housekeeping tasks. Battle will come in the next video. Okay, so let's see, we'll change this from the weapons full up. Put the auxiliary right down because at this kind of build you need the extra shield and engines more than you do auxiliary. It'd be different if I had epic gear. Now I'm getting sick of my taskbar keep popping up like that. Anyway, let's see what we've ended up with so far. Not good. Not much speed and turn rate. very little resists and bad shielding and low hull. So we're going to put on some additional hull, additional resist. That's good, puts us up to 22. This can go down onto a science console, I believe, and we can put on the M6 computer. And shield heal, shield heal, shield heal, exotic, shield regeneration, improve shield drain and energy resistance. And what about these ones? 10, 12, 12, 12, 15. 15 maximum shield capacity or 16.9 resistance. So what do you think? With 7,000, would I need resistance or capacity? Well, let's have a look at both. Put that on. Gives us extra capacity, or put that on and gives us more drain here. I think the extra shielding is worth it, more so. Although that's a passive regeneration, I think, which goes there. So if we move the N6 computer up to there, we can put on both. So we've got better shielding capacity and better passive regeneration. I think that's passive regeneration. I'm not sure, but it's not a shield healing, it's a passive regeneration, which means it will happen automatically, which is better. And in here, auxiliary, engine, subsystem offline, shield, engine, plus 6 weapons. Well, actually, this is a very squishy looking ship with these resists, so I'm thinking we put on another one of these, which doesn't give us much because there's a diminishing return. Let's have a look at what our weapon is doing. 1238. If we put that on, still 1238, so that's not doing anything. That's plasma manifold plus 6 weapon power. That gives you 125 there. But we're at 125 anyway, so we don't need it. So I think the resistance is better. Unless, of course, move that there, move that up there, then we can put on some drain. So we've got better shielding, better regeneration, and some drain and drain resistance. That might be a better idea to do it this way. Now, what if I was to sacrifice a tactical console? Might be worth it. 1174. With the console, it's 1238. I don't think it's worth it. Because if we do that, we can then move this down to here and put on this. So now we're a bit of a battle barge without much firepower. No. Now we don't need the cloak, but it's nice to have since it came with the ship. I might move it off at a later date. Okay, so that's our build, I think. It's a bit squishy, well, a bit not very good resistances, but other than that, I think we're okay. So now let's chuck the gear on. 4 attack patterns. That reminds me, duty officers. Projectile weapons, recharge for engineering team and buff, chance to reduce recharge time for emergency power to subsystems. Do we have damage control officers? No, we've only got this one. We don't need to reduce the cooldown on torpedoes anymore, so we don't need him really. We only need him, maintenance engineer. So let's look at what we've got. All we've got is commons. I tell you, Star Trek Online is very stingy to the free-to-play player when it comes to getting these officers. You're only getting commons. Recharge time reduced. What's this? Chance to reduce the time to recharge when using subsystem attacks. We've already got one of them on, I think. Ah, no, subsystem attacks. Yeah, nobody uses them. Improved speed and brace for impact. Weapon damage. Have a chance to reduce the time for torpedoes. Chance to shut down additional subsystem by matrix. Satchel beam. Double number of shuttles launched with boarding party. Debuff targets offensive for sensor scan. Chance to reduce deflector recharge time. Nope. Reduce threat and exotic damage. Nope. So, we have no officers that are any good. So we've got no choice but to go with that torpedo officer. Because we've got no others, they're probably on assignment. We might have to change these the next time I play this character. I wouldn't mind having something that reduces the cooldown on attack patterns. So we haven't got very good officers, but we never do. fire in my mark, I can't remember what that's equivalent to on other characters. It's equivalent to EPS power transfer, so it's a powerful ability. Oh yes, I remember. I'm got Frenzy now as well. Go down fighting, equivalent to Miracle Worker, or whatever they call it now. Hazard emitters. Scorpion fighters. The Shoe Polarity Science Team. Ah, that's what we're missing. Engineering Team. What's the difference between Tactical Team 1 and Tactical Team 1 23rd Century? I don't know, but since I'm a temporary agent, I put on 23rd Century. And torpedo attacks. There's times like now I miss having a keybind. Two cloaks. I think all the attack patterns should go together. And the top emergency powder weapons there, followed by cannons and turrets. Hazard emitters can replace engineering team. Focused frenzy can be kept in a prominent place. They're all the ones I want here. So now we put the weapons on. We're missing a weapon, a turret. it is. We've got Nimbus Pirate. That'd be good there, where it can be easily got to. Okay, that's everything by the looks of things. And save the loadouts. We get resistances as part of the mastery package. That's good. Anyway, that's the ship built. I'm going to end the video now, and you'll get to see it in action in part 26. So this is Alt Lexington and his Agents of Yesterday leveling. Just a quick ship build and housekeeping chores for my character. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, share, whatever. Thanks for watching this brief little video, and this is the end of part 25. See you in part 26. Bye.